This is the interior plumbing and appliances video. And this is the upstairs bathroom. I can't say whether hot's on the left and cold's on the right. I can't say that because the water heater's not working. But everything else is. Operates pretty much like it's supposed to. Commode's the same way. Everything goes down, it's supposed to go down. Hi, Timmy. Okay. Lavatories, again. Pretty uneventful up here. Under here. This area, it is. And that pretty much handles upstairs. Real smooth operation. I like that. So then we come on down. Because we're downers. And then we come in here. And this is the guest bath, or the powder room, if you will. And this is the commode. Everything goes down. Orientation is fine. But when my client was in here earlier, actually my client's brother came out and asked for paper towels. I was running hot water in here and had been running hot water in here, and I hadn't been running cold water in here. My client's brother says that the leak came from both hot and cold. I can't really identify where the leak came from, but that's where the issue manifested itself. I am going to get out my infrared photography and try and see if I can speak to that spot specifically. This is the primary bathrooms, and again, I don't know if the orientation's fine because we don't have a water heater, an operable water heater. The water heater's not working for me. And then we get up underneath here. Boring. Boring. Oh, and the commode worked fine in the half bath. It did. All fine. Been running water. Having a good time. Just jumping around. Everything goes down, it's supposed to go down. We roll on out. Now, and appliances. So, gas range does not need a lockout in the electric load center. Okay. His gas range. Microwave is closer than 24 inches to the cooktop, but the manufacturer might say that this shouldn't be any farther than 35 inches from the cooktop. So who wins? Code supersedes. Mm-hmm. Oven has a anti-tip device. I think I said that already. Coming over here is kind of like an interior thing, but this drawer does not slide very well. This is our dishwasher. And we're on the island, and we're kind of like multi. But if the marble, I get it, cultured, whatever, quartz, granite. Okay, but if the countertop extends more than 10 inches, where am I at? If the countertop extends more than 10 inches, then there should be a corbel or something in here to hold it up. Okay, so don't sit on this. My client asked me if this refrigerator ever turned itself off, and it does cycle off. And it does make some noise. Dishwasher ran through the short cycle. This is a foul line, F-O-U-L. That's where all the cooties hide and the germs and the viruses. Okay, and then I get it. Your realtor will say, well, just, salesperson, I say, just put some bleach under there. Just put some bleach underneath there. Honestly, what supersedes code? Manufacturer's installation instructions. And some sink manufacturers actually show this in their installation instructions. They show the foul line in there, and they supersede code. They supersede code. But what they don't like, what the manufacturer doesn't like, which is code, the manufacturer's installation instructions say that you should have clips holding this sink up. There should be clips.
Okay? Just put a stick in it. Philip, we're going to the beer store. Oh, Doug, you're the fastest guy in the shop. I know, I'm getting a raise next week. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. These right there, that's what's holding your sink up. A couple little drywall screws. Huh. Okay. Then we go over here, and while we're underneath here, why don't we just take a look at what's going on? Okay, we got the disposal. And then we've got, where are you? The dishwasher. Got it. And they're GFCI. But when the dishwasher cable goes through the wall like this, you're supposed to have a protective grommet around there. There's supposed to be a grommet right there. Okay? And then that's what the bottom of our garbage disposal looks like, and that's fine. We're looking at our garbage disposal here, and we're looking at this thing, and it looks like it's about 1.92. Looks like it's about half a horsepower. Can I read that? Well, no, it's a little 1/3 horsepower. Okay.
Back to the sink and back to the codes. Okay. Code says that this switch, that your food waste disposal switch, should be within sight. The switch should be in sight when you're operating it. And so this does not meet the intent of the code. But what supersedes code? The manufacturer's installation instructions. Okay? And so the manufacturer, okay, they say that as long as it's not 1 horsepower, as long as it's less than 1 horsepower, this is 1/3 horsepower, okay, then this is okay to put a switch underneath here. And they said that they're fine with that. And then they went on to say the switch should not be a rocker switch. This is a rocker switch. It should be a handled switch with on and off written on it. Does that affect the way it operates? No, it operates fine. Okay? Is it going to change its life or anything like that? No, 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 no. They just want you to be real distinct that you're turning it on and off, especially since you can't see it where you're actually operating it. So that's all they ask. That's all they ask. It says less than a horsepower. You can put this underneath here and make your life a lot easier. We're just asking you, we recommend, we want you to put an on-off switch right in there. That's what they want. All the burners work. So there you go. Oven works, broiler works. We already talked about that. The microwave works. Now this vent fan goes to the exterior. It's supposed to have a fire blocking plate right there. Come on. It's supposed to have a fire blocking plate right there. That foil in the shape of a fire blocking plate, well, it's creative and somewhat artistic, and you got to give somebody kudos for that kind of attention to detail. It would have been much better if they would have paid enough attention to detail. Just put the plate up there like it belongs. They sell them. You know, I mean, they're not expensive. But the shape of a plate does not substitute for a plate. It's supposed to be metal. It's not supposed to be foil. Okay? Okay? This is an appliance. I mean, it's kind of like an electrical thing, but I'm going to go with this. Our receptacles, they do not have spark suppression rings, spark suppression rings installed in the wall behind them. These switches are different. These receptacles are different than those receptacles, okay? Because we have the splashback comes out and makes a gap around the box. Then we come on along. We got our clothes washer and clothes dryer beyond the scope, just like the refrigerators beyond the scope, beyond the scope, beyond the scope, beyond the scope. GFCI works. All right, new equipment. I get that. Clothes dryer is not working. All right, it has not been plugged in. All right. So, wow, we haven't installed the clothes dryer yet. All right, we haven't installed the clothes dryer yet. Okay. So you come back. I got a whole video for that, in fact. We're going to call that. We're going to stop it right there. They come back, they get it running for you, and it's going to pop some breakers. And that's we got video about that.